boo me, please. Keir Starmer, this is my prediction, Keir Starmer will never be voted in as Prime Minister again.
Oh, Carol Vorderman. Oh, Carol Vorderman. Regrets, she has a few. And she should. Because remember this deranged woman who used her platform on the British Bashing Corporation and LBC to push slippery Starmer so hard to suggest the election of this man would solve all of our problems, has aged by about 3 decades in the past 6 months, because that's what she used to look like. But let's take a look at what she looks like now, because you'll see there is a huge, huge difference, given that all of a sudden her entire worldview has collapsed. At the Labour Party conference, Carol Vorderman had to admit that Keir Starmer will never be Prime Minister again. Look at her there. Goodness gracious me. Lies do age someone. And she lied to the public, and now she's got regrets, but it's far too late. Watch this.
You know, we're looking ahead to the next election, and again, boo me, please. Keir Starmer, this is my prediction, Keir Starmer will never be voted in as Prime Minister again. It'll either have to be a change of leader if you want another Labour government, or he'll lose. I just cannot see a situation where he would be.
If you were going to sort of give one message to this government conference, you're here, you've got a platform. What do you want to say?
Get your PR better for a start. It's just like, it's appalling. I do understand that they're fighting a tide of right-wing newspapers. I get that. I really do understand that. And a channel like GB News, which wears Ofcom, frankly, we're an entertainment channel. Therefore, I've worked in media for so many years, and the Ofcom regulations are really bloody strict. But apparently they're out of the window now. I don't even know who the chair of Ofcom is. And they need to we need to have some system that is back in place.
Oh my goodness, this is absolute silly bin. So she admits, right, that, Starmer's been a complete disaster, then immediately pivots towards PR. It's all about a PR. It's all about the right-wing newspapers. It's all about GB News. It's all about the off-communists. Do you remember, Carol Vorderman, you got me sacked with your pathetic little campaign to Ofcom after I giggled at something that Lawrence Fox said on air? This is on you. The destruction of this country is on you. And the fact that you backed a corrupt man to get into number 10 Downing Street simply because of your hatred of the Tories. She hadn't finished there, though. Watch. Can you believe that more than half of you are watching this video but not subscribed? So please do me a huge favour. Click the subscribe button now. Turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to all of our brand new Outspoken videos.
It was like the winter fuel allowance. I have no problem. Obviously, I'm coming up to pensionable age. I don't have a problem because I would not need that. So I didn't have a problem with kind of means testing it in principle, but it was the level. It's like, who on earth thought that was a good idea? To go from 12 million pensioners receiving it to, 1.5 million? Who thought that was a good idea? It's like, it's nuts. They have to completely change all of that. And then we had Freebie Gate. Then we had, it's endless, like this Morgan McSweeney, who I wouldn't know if I fell over him. He could even be in the audience. But
Morgan, would you identify yourself?
But, and the £750,000 that allegedly was not declared in some election campaign or other. I think it was Keir Starmer's leadership election. And it was, it's like, I thought the Tories were scum, right? I thought they were the most corrupted
You were wrong.
Party that we could ever have.
No, you were wrong.
And I wanted Labour to come in and for them to be none of these stories. But we've had, minister after minister, the Mandelson thing, that it was a disgrace.
Angela Rayner?
He had to resign twice when it was the Blair government, and then under Gordon Brown, he was brought back. It's like, what on earth is going on? So I felt very let down by that. I still think that they have time to come round, but...
No, they don't have time. And Vorderman, what about the fact that they were giving standing ovations at the conference for disgraced Angela Rayner, saying that she needed to be brought back after what she did? It's nuts. Now, you may have noticed Vorderman was being interviewed there by Carol Cadwalladr, one of the most nutty people in the country, one of the most crazed of all the left-wing journalists. Now, she was successfully sued by Aaron Banks, Carol Cadwalladr, for making a whole load of crazy claims in relation to Reform UK and Nigel Farage and the Russians. Well, guess what? These two are so extreme, such nutters, they decided to spew all of those same allegations on stage to the point when the feed was actually cut. This is hilarious. Watch.
Hi, I'm Phil McCauley from Labour Business, the Socialist Society.
Hello.
I was wondering what you both think of what Rachel Reeves said today. I thought her speech was brilliant.
I thought it was very
really
good,
the best
actually.
we've heard. What did she mean by the fact that Farage, to quote you, is in bed with Putin? She said that on the stand today. What does she mean? What does she really mean by that?
Ooh, you know more than I do about this.
Question. What do you think she means?
He's funded by, I think he's funded still through Aaron Banks and the Russians.
Are you literally trying?
That's exactly what I mean.
Well, I'm glad you're getting that lawsuit, not me this time, for saying that. It's this. I would like to say, on the record, there is no evidence. Yes,
so
we'll just put that out there.
Yeah, Carol,
just don't. Yeah, just.
I'm not going. I'm going to pry, but the
thing is, it's not. It's interesting, right? The question. Well, okay. Well, here. What?
She just said it on the platform.
So, what do you think she means?
Well, I think she means what she said. I
And the feed at that point was cut to Neil Hamilton and Christine Hamilton. I mean, they'll never learn, will they, Christine? Do you think I'm being really horrible, Christine, by saying that Vorderman genuinely looks like she's aged about 3 decades on this realisation that, holy shit, she got this terrible, corrupt lot elected?
Well,
but first, let me hit you with a stat that's honestly terrifying. Data breaches worldwide went up by 211% from 2023 to 2024. 5 so-called mega breaches exposed millions of people's private details in one swoop. That could easily include you, your phone number, address, even your health records. And here's the kicker. Once your data is out there, it doesn't just disappear. Data brokers, shady directories, and people search sites keep buying and selling it. Anyone from criminals to stalkers to potential employers can dig up your life in just a few clicks. Now, that's why I use Incogni. I want you to think of it as hitting the delete button on your online footprint. With a single sign-up, Incogni automatically tracks down where your information is being exposed and gets it removed. Not just once, they send repeated requests so your data stays gone. And with their unlimited plan, you can even flag any websites that's publishing your details, like court records, random databases, you name it. And Incogni's privacy team will take it down for you. It's hassle-free, it's effective, and it gives you genuine peace of mind because the truth is simple. They can't harm you if they can't find you. So don't wait until the next data breach hits. Go to incogni.com/outspoken right now and get 60% off an annual plan. That's incogni.com/outspoken. Protect yourself, your family, and your future. Just click on the link in the description box below or the QR code on screen. But now, back to the show.
Far be it from me to ever tick you off, but I do tick my husband off for making personal remarks about females' appearance. We will not have any examples, Neil. Just back in your box for a moment. It looks to me as though she just hadn't done herself up as the way that she normally does. But do you know, if Carol hadn't been so vile, she did it again, didn't she? Tory scum. She used the scum word, which I think is horrific. I would never call anybody scum. if she hadn't been so vile, I would actually be feeling rather sorry for her, because there must be millions of Labour voters, good, honest Labour voters up and down the country, who are feeling exactly as she does, let down. They're feeling disappointed. This isn't what they voted for. This isn't what they wanted. It's not what they expected. And they feel disappointed, stroke betrayed. But because she's Carol Vorderman, has behaved in the way that she has over the years, absolutely not. I'm laughing all the way. I mean, but yeah, probably perhaps she's just a bit tired. She had a late night. If I'd known we were going to be discussing female appearance, I might have done a bit more before I came on air.
Christine. You look amazing. I mean, Neil, it's more that I'm sort of talking about the fact that I guess she had so much hope. She genuinely thought that this corrupt lot was going to change the country, whereas we were all saying, no, be very careful what you wish for. But her hatred of the Tories almost overtook everything. She almost went mad, Neil. She went insane.
Yeah. Well, it's the 11th Beatitude, and blessed are those who expect nothing, for they shall not be disappointed. And you'd think that by now we've had enough experience of Labour governments to know that they always run out of other people's money. Usually it happens by the end of the Parliament. This time they've managed to achieve it at the beginning of the Parliament. So I think that's a massive achievement by Keir Starmer, a first for him amongst Labour governments, that he's actually gone straight into a nosedive, into the abyss, within 12 months of winning an election by a huge majority. And I don't understand why lefties don't see what is obvious about the way the world works in reality. That if you massively increase taxes and spending, you get massive budget deficits and huge tax increases, and the economy starts to grind to a halt. It's not rocket science, is it? So they should have failure inbuilt into their psyche, because that's exactly what socialism it makes inevitable. It's not the way in which wealth is created. They hate wealth creators and entrepreneurs. They're massively dependent upon the public sector and public sector unions. Their voter base is almost nowhere with the private sector or people who work in the private sector. They don't understand how wealth is created in the first place. They don't even understand how to spend it properly, the massive waste which they're proposing. Look at net zero, for example, which has achieved the opposite of what happened in the 18th century. They're responsible for the deindustrialization of Britain, with a crackpot as the Secretary of State for Energy in Ed Miliband. And things can only get worse to upend Tony Blair's slogan. And that's exactly what's going to happen over the next 3 or 4 years, because they simply cannot change direction. They actually believe in what they're doing, and what they're doing is catastrophic.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to know, Christine, what happened to Vorderman, though, to have this sort of Damascene conversion so late in life. Because remember, the Carol Vorderman, who you probably know from the showbiz scene over all of those years, was partying with Boris Johnson, chumming around with David Cameron. I mean, I almost think it was a grift for her. She honestly thought she was going to become a big media superstar on the left.
I think that's probably right, and I think possibly her ambitions were even greater than that. I think she saw herself in the House of Lords as Lady Vorderman of Countdown or whatever. So maybe that might still happen. You never know. In the dissolution honours, when Starmer is disappearing into the abyss, he may take Carol with him and put her in the Lords for his. She'd been loyal. Although, where on earth were those two girls talking about? Where were they? Where there was this tiny stage and a few chairs in the audience. I don't know where it was.
It was at a Labour Fringe event.
Oh, was it? Oh,
yeah.
I see. Oh, well done. Well, it didn't seem to be terribly well. But yeah, I think you're right. I think she thought she could. She doesn't do a great deal now. She's not so much in the limelight as she used to be. She used to be on television every single day. You couldn't watch anything, and there she was always there. So maybe she feels that she's looking for some new cause, something to keep her in the public eye. But this isn't going to be it, is it? And for her, who was such a cheerleader for Labour, I mean, if people remember before the election, I mean, she was out there all the time, and on social media, she was going absolutely mad about it all. For her to be so disillusioned quite so quickly, must be, poor Carol, it must be really quite heartbreaking. Yes. Who cares?
No, mustn't gloat, but let me tell you, I'm gloating like hell.
Oh, exactly. We deserve that. We deserve that, don't we? Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.